Welcome to the Get Fit Guy's quick and dirty tips to slim down and shape up. My name is Ben Greenfield, and I'm the Get Fit Guy. It can happen in college. It can also happen in high school. It's a dreaded phenomenon that can afflict any student and have repercussions years after graduation. And it has nothing to do with timed essay questions or complex mathematical equations. I'm talking about the freshman 15, those pesky pounds that seem to magically appear as soon as you start studying. So in this episode, you're going to find out what causes this weight gain and how to lose those extra pounds. During the first year of college or high school, many students find themselves gaining significant amounts of weight. Often, the freshman 15 stay in the body for years after college and are sometimes never lost. While a degree is something to be proud of, those muffin tops and extra belly may not be quite so desired. 15 pounds is actually a rather arbitrary number. Studies show that the average rate of weight gain in the first year of college is actually closer to 2 to 4 pounds. And in the second year, it's about 3 to 10 pounds. Only about 5% of students actually gain 15 pounds or more during those first couple years. But regardless of the actual number, weight gain during the first year of school and the years after is a common scenario. So what causes the freshman 15? Well, the reasons can include less than ideal food options, stress, alcohol, and loss of sleep. Let's look at each. So when it comes to poor food options, I'm a perfect example. When I began college, I personally resorted to the dietary staples of hot dogs, peanut butter, cheap steak, energy drinks, and frozen stir-fry vegetables, all washed down with gulps of beer. And such poor and inexpensive food choices are a common occurrence, especially during the first year of college when there's a sudden shift from home-cooked meals to cafeteria and fast food. And for many students, the diet becomes irregular, meals get skipped, and food preparation becomes hectic. More meals get eaten either A, from unhealthy cafeteria foods, or B, from highly processed foods in packages and containers, since these are perceived as cheaper and more convenient. The result is lots of nutrient-void, dense calories and subsequent weight gain. Next, we have stress. Stressful situations trigger the body's fight or flight reaction, which can cause surges of hormones such as insulin and cortisol. This is all fine when you're trying to run from a lion, but it can lead to weight gain and resistance to fat loss when you're sitting around studying. Now, when you're thrown into a new learning environment with unfamiliar surroundings, different friends, and a high workload, the body responds by churning out stress hormones and gaining weight. For my final 3 years of college, I averaged 25 credits each semester, and I spent much of that time battling stress and experiencing the frequent sickness and weight surges that accompanied this type of stress. Next is alcohol. And alcohol, like cafeteria food and fast food, is high in calories and low in nutrients. Not only can a single night of partying easily lead to several thousand excess calories, but the hormonal response to alcohol is a decrease in fat-burning hormones like testosterone and an increase in fat storage hormones like cortisol. So while a glass of wine is no big deal, a few weeks of beer bongs, margarita mix, and wine coolers can instantly lead to several pounds. Finally, you have sleep loss, and in a sleep-deprived body, appetite-stimulating hormones like ghrelin can run rampant, while appetite-stabilizing hormones like leptin are far less active. In addition, dopamine and serotonin levels drop, and what this means is that your body will have a lower reward response to food, so you'll feel less full after eating, and you'll have a higher propensity to snack, especially on the wrong foods. So what can you do to control these environments and rescue your body from the freshman 15, or at least keep them from getting put on in the first place? Well, here's 4 quick and dirty tips to keep you trim and fit in college and after. Number 1, exercise. No surprise here, but no matter how poor your dietary choices are, frequent physical activity will help to stave off and control at least some of the damage. At least 2 times per week, try to do the best workout for fat loss, which I've talked about before over at quickanddirtytips.com. It involves a series of resistance training exercises, each followed by a 30 to 60 second bout of high-intensity cardio. On the days that you can't squeeze in a structured session, like the best workout for fat loss, instead try quick workouts, and you can learn more about those in my episode, How to Do a 10-Minute Workout. You can easily do these before or after your classes. And finally, when even that isn't an option, try to stand whenever possible, walk or bike to your classes, and avoid sitting for long periods of time. Number 2, eat healthy. And rather than completely reinventing the wheel, I'm going to instead recommend that you check out 2 fantastic episodes from fellow Quick and Dirty Tips podcaster, the Nutrition Diva. I'll put a link to them in the show notes. They're entitled Healthy Eating Tips for College Kids and More Healthy Eating Tips for College Kids. Both of these episodes give you everything you need to know to make the right choices at the cafeteria and on a budget. In addition to these tips, try to drink high amounts of caffeine or energy drinks only when absolutely necessary, such as a series of all-nighters during finals week. If you're already out of college, able to eat healthy, and you want to get rid of the freshman 15, try rebooting your body by taking a couple of months to cut down on all your previous college staples like processed food from packages, starches and refined sugars, alcohol, and caffeine. Number 3, control stress. While a daily yoga routine is probably going to be tough to coordinate with a busy course load, you can make small changes to control stress. During classes, practice breathing deeply through your nose and then breathing out through slightly pursed lips. When you feel overloaded with homework, try breaking it down into small, achievable portions. And when you experience stressful social situations, try venting to a friend or simply in your own personal diary or blog. Both can help keep you from keeping things bottled up and putting your body into stressed out fat storage mode. If you're living a high-stress post-collegiate life, you may actually have the time to add a weekly or bi-weekly yoga class, which I highly encourage for stress management. Number 4, optimize your sleep. Read the House Call Doctor's great episode on getting better sleep, and I'll put a link to that in the show notes to this episode over at quickanddirtytips.com. While you will almost never have ideal sleep patterns during your busy school life, take advantage of the days that are lighter to catch up on sleep or get an extra nap, and try to avoid partying for multiple days in a row whenever possible. If you're out of college already, catch up on rest and recovery by making every lifestyle change that you can to give your body at least a couple months of 8+ hour per night sleep cycles, even if it means cutting out your favorite TV show or social networking time. Controlling and losing the freshman 15 is a fight against a new lifestyle with different foods, stress, and poor sleep. But now that you know the 4 biggest contributors to the freshman 15, you can do what it takes to ensure you don't end up needing to buy a bigger graduation gown. And if you have more questions about the freshman 15 and what you can do about it, share your questions over at the Get Fit Guy Facebook page. You can get there by going to facebook.com/getfitguy. I'd be happy to help you. And until next time, what are you waiting for? Go get fit.